Good afternoon, students. So, we were doing chapter 7, the police and the courts. Chapter 7, the police and courts. This is from civics. So, we have already discussed about the subordinate courts. What is the structure of subordinate courts? Have you gone through the homework which I gave yesterday? In
Yes,
homework
ma'am.
also I asked you to mention the structure of the subordinate courts as per also the structure of the metropolitan cities. The structure of court in the metropolitan cities. So when you are making the chart for the subordinate courts, please mention the important things. Okay, like I explained in the class, on what basis these courts are divided, what is their work. Making chart does not mean only to mention the names. You have to explain that chart. Okay. So what is the work? What is the work of the judge? How it is divided? How the court is divided? What are the judges who are working there? What is their powers? All the thing. Whatever I discussed in the class, that explanation should be there in the subordinate code. Structure of the subordinate code. So don't only make the chart from the book and send me. Please don't do that, because I will not give any marks on that. So you need to make the chart as I explained in the class, and you need to write all the functioning, how the court is divided, what the court works, what matters, like that everything you need to explain. Okay, here I explained the homework, what you need to do. Now yesterday we were discussing about the district magistrate, who is the highest executive officer in a district. Now we discussed what are the main functions, what are the main responsibilities and duties of the district magistrate. Yesterday we discussed. So when we talk about the the responsibilities, the functions of the DM, so in that, maintaining law and order, levying and collecting the taxes, right? Collecting the land revenue, or the keeping the land records, that comes in the responsibility of magistrate. Also providing the civic amenities, that is also the responsibility of the DM. Then you have monitoring all the development programs, whatever development programs are going on, observing that. Also supervising the Panchayati Raj institution, whatever work is being done by the Panchayati Raj institution, that also need to be monitored by the DM. Also, one more responsibility is added, that is providing relief work in case of any natural disaster. So that is also the work of DM. So these are the main responsibilities of the DM. Now we will discuss about the structure of district administration, which is DM. Okay. We discussed earlier the structure of judicial administration, right? In judicial administration, the courts and all came. Now we will discuss the district administration. District administration. So in this, if you see, we have DM is the highest executive officer. Now, under him, there are many different responsibilities we talk about, right? Now, his responsibilities here, when we go through the structure, is divided into three main parts. Okay, his responsibility, as per his responsibility only, this division is being made. So, the main is maintaining law and order. Maintaining law and order. This is his work. This is his responsibility to observe. Yes. Now, the second is maintaining
Land records.
Land records and land collecting land revenue. This is also his duty. Third important one is civic amenities. Civic amenities and development one. Providing civic amenities and observing the development projects, right? That is also the work of them. So on his responsibility, on the basis of his responsibility, he has people working for the district. Okay, so for a different purpose, for different responsibilities, he has different set of people. So first we'll understand this. Okay, so everything is linked if you see. Yesterday we talked about the responsibilities. Now on that basis you have the division of the people. Now here maintaining law and order. So in that if you see the the highest post which is there is SP. Okay, Superintendent of Police, and basically it is divided into two parts. One is Superintendent of Police, okay, who is working in the police station, and other one, if you see, the person who is IAS is in jail. Inside the jail also you have a system, right? So it is divided here. So in police station you have a jail, and then in jail you have jailer. Okay, for maintaining law and order. Then under the jailer you have deputy jailer. Okay, under the jailer you have deputy jailer. Fine. Now under SP, for maintaining law and order, the highest position is SP. Highest officer is SP. Okay, and he will also report to DM. Understood? Now under SP you have DSP, and DSP is Deputy Superintendent of Police. Under SP you have DSP, Deputy Superintendent of Police. SP is Superintendent of Police. Then you have Deputy Superintendent of Police. Now under this you have SHO, Inspector or Station House Officer.
Station.
It is called inspectors or station house officer. Okay, is SHO. You would have heard about SHO, right? Under SHO you have SI, sub inspector. Then under SI you have the ASI, assistant sub inspector. Then you have the head constable, the head constables. Then under head constables you have constables. Then you have chowkidars. So this is basically the division. Okay. So highest officer for maintaining law and order is SP. Okay. And in jail if you go, it will be jailer. Okay. Now under jailer you have only one deputy jailer, and here under SP you have DSP, Superintendent of Police, Deputy Superintendent of Police. Then you have SHO. SHO are actually the inspectors, and they are also called Station House Official. Okay. Now SI, under SHO you have SI. Okay. Sub Inspector. Under you have sub inspector, then you have assistant sub inspector, then under assistant sub inspector you have head constables, Then under head constables you have constables, and then you have chowkidars. Okay. And
Yes, ma'am.
constables you have chowkidars. So this is the division of the district administration under DM, under maintaining law and order. So for maintaining law and order, these group of people are responsible. So this division, have you understood? Any question from this one?
No, ma'am.
Now, Jeet, why have you unmuted yourself? Whatever answers you need to give in chat, not by talking. I many times told you. Okay. So, for maintaining a law and order in the district, we have this group of peoples. Okay, and these SP will also report to the DA. Till here, any question, anyone? No questions? So we'll move ahead. So, as per the second responsibility of the DM, second responsibility is maintaining land records and collection of land revenue. Okay. So under this also now he must have some people, no, who would be working on this. So under this he has officers in charge. He has officers in charge. Under officers in charge, he will have Tahsildar. If you remember, we have read about the Tehsil in the revenue code. If you remember, when I was explaining the revenue code, I haven't explained the revenue code, only I told what are the codes under the revenue code. So I took the name of Tehsil. Okay. So Tehsildars are there under the officer in charge. Okay. Under Tehsildar, there is Naib Tehsildar. Naib Tehsildar. Okay. Under Naib Tehsildar, you have Kanungo. And under Kanungo, you have Patwari or Lekpal, who actually keeps who does what you say, the measurement of land and all that is done by the Patwari. If you have heard about Patwari. So, for maintaining land records and collection of revenue, he has officer in charge. Okay, under him he has Tehsildar. Under Tehsildar, Naib Tehsildar is there. And under Naib Tehsildar, he has Kanungo. And under him, you have Patwari or Lekpal. Okay. Now, we'll go to civic amenities development. So, in that, he has officers in charge who are there in this. The officers in charge for civic amenities and development are district, civil surgeon, or the chief medical officer. Chief medical officers. Then you have district inspector of schools. Inspector of schools. Then you have the district planning officer. I am going up here. District planning officer. What he plans, do you know? Then you have executive engineer. These are the officer in charge for. Then you have urban local bodies and rural local bodies. local bodies. So in urban rural body, which body you have? What is the urban rural body? Can anyone name? Which is the urban rural body? Urban local body, and which is the rural local body? You would have read in class 6. In 6 only you have this. Can anyone tell me? Which is the urban local body and which is the rural local body? Am I audible to you? I think I am audible. Okay, for urban rural body, if we talk about the urban rural body, we have municipality, municipal corporation, which is urban local body on the government on the local level, and we have Panchayati Raj, which is the rural local government, the government on the local level, on the rural, in the rural area. So you would have read about the Panchayati Raj in class 6. Remembers nothing. No one remembers nothing. All is going above head. Whatever you are learning in a specific class, that is very important because that is the foundation. And after that, building will be built in other classes when you go to next level. But you all have kept your foundation very weak. And your foundation is weak. That is why the building is always shaking. Understood? You need to build a very good foundation. SST is a subject which you need to relate. If everything you want to learn and remember, not possible for you to learn SST. Okay. So, the officer in charge of the civic amenities and development are the district civil surgeon or the chief medical officer. Then you have the district inspector of school. Then you have the district planning officer. Planning, they actually plan, whatever cities are built, whatever places are built, whatever towns are built, if you would be knowing, they have a master plan from where will be the road, where will be the house, where will be the school, everything is planned. That is a master plan of a city. So for that planning is being done. Okay, so there are officers who actually plan, but whatever we need to build. Now you have executive engineer, that also comes under the civic amenities. Now urban and rural local bodies. So this is the division for the civic amenities. These are the officers in charge for the civic amenities and development. Okay. So basically, if you want to understand the DM, what are the functions, who are the people who are supporting the DM. So for that you need to understand the responsibility first. So that we already discussed. What are the responsibilities of the DM? Now as per the responsibility, further the division has been made. Okay. So till now any question, anyone? And we will go into the structure deeply. I just has given the introduction today and we'll go into this deeply in our next class. But today, anyone is having any question here? We'll understand the functions, what are the functions of these different officers, what kind of functions they are having, what are they exactly doing, that all thing we will discuss, okay, in our next class. And also we need to understand about the police, okay. What is the role of the police in investigating a case? How police investigate a case? So till now, no questions, right? Okay. Then we will continue on the WhatsApp. This session I am ending here only. Okay. We'll end it here.